Preparing to untie and hook up the clip lines to prepare for passengers.
Okay, now we're going to get ready to take the boat out or get it ready for loading passengers. And the first thing we have to do is untie the front spring line, which is just this clip, and you just set the line on the dock. The next thing we have to do is come back here and undo this middle spring line and set it on the dock, because it just gets in the way. Okay, now what we would have to do is we want to put the fenders up on the hooks so they're out of the way, and we'll undo the front spring line here and tie up the loading cleat here. We'll come back and we'll pull up the rear fender, put it up on the hook, and we want to unhook both of the rear spring lines and then hook up the loading cleat. You might have to pull the boat forward a little bit. Okay, and then we're ready to load passengers. Now that we have all the passengers on board, we're going to get ready to take the boat out of the marina. One thing we have to do is to make sure that the fenders are in the down position at this point. So we actually take them off the hooks and make sure that they're in between the hull and the boat. Corey's doing the same on the back. We have all the passengers on board. We're ready to take the boat out. Corey, my co-captain, has the boat running, and he's ready to drive the boat out. First thing we have to do is unhook the front spring line, the front cleat here, and you take the bow line in your hand, put the fenders back down, make sure they're in between the boat. Come to the back. This one is down already, but it's supposed to put it down, and make sure that this line, the down line, is actually on the outside of the fender. Okay, and then what we would do is unhook the back cleat. Be cautious to make sure that people hang onto the railing, not the stanchions. The stanchions are not strong enough to be holding this boat. You want to be holding on at the railing. Okay, we're ready to go. We back it up manually, just by pushing the boat back. And the captain would go ahead and put the boat in reverse and take the turn to go out in reverse. Okay, we've just brought the boat in, and we've got the boat parallel to the dock. I'm in control of the stern of the boat with this stern line, and in control of the bow of the boat with the bow line. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk it forward into the slip until the cleats line up with the black docking line. Okay, so now we have the boat in the right position to hook up the dock lines. And so what we do is just take the black dock line and hook it up. Corey's going to do the same in the back. We put the bow line on the bow. We lift the bumpers up and put them back on the hook so we can offload our passengers. And then I'm going to take the stern line and make sure it's on the outside of the fender at the back and tie it up so that it's below the door line so that people don't trip on it. And it just stays there until the next trip like that. Okay, so now we have our passengers off the boat. They're already in the bus and taken off, and we're ready to go ahead and get the boat parked for the evening, or even at the end of a run. The first thing we have to do is hook up the spring line at the bow. Okay. Once we've got that done up, we can actually take the dock lines off, just lay them parallel to the dock, and hook up the actual mooring lines. The fender should actually go back down. The fenders are always supposed to be in the down position when the boat is being unattended. It's the only protection we have for the boat. We do have the middle spring line. Probably have to pull it back a bit. We really have to pull the boat back quite a bit in order to get it on there. There we go. Okay, and then we can put that fender down. And on the inside of the rope, and first rear spring line and the second rear spring line. And remember that the kicker motor is always supposed to be stored in the down position while we're in the marina, anytime the boat's not attended. So it always has to be in the down position.